All right, everybody, so we're going to do a brief market update in December of 2022 for the city of Caldwell in Canyon County in the state of Idaho. This city is in Treasure Valley, and I'm sure you already knew that. If you're watching this video, you've probably been looking at real estate, or maybe you already live in the Treasure Valley. This market update is specifically for Caldwell, and we're going to kind of get into the nuts and the bolts of what's going on with the actual numbers per the MLS, kind of give you some numbers of how many homes are on the market, how many price reductions there are, the average price per square foot is, that kind of thing. Is the market trending upwards, downwards? How long are the houses sitting on the market for before they sell? And if you stick around to the end of the video, we're going to go into a little history lesson, a little tidbit of information, fun facts, if you will, of the city of Caldwell. So be sure to stick around if you're interested in learning something new about the city of Caldwell. So if you're interested in real estate topics, if you're interested in Treasure Valley real estate, we get into these videos all the time. We talk about these topics. So if that kind of stuff interests you, be sure to like and subscribe, hit that button, and follow us for more content. We'll go ahead and let you know when new videos come out if you subscribe to our channel. So anyways, let's get into it. Let's get into a market update for the city of Caldwell in Idaho. Okay, so let's get into the market update for the city of Caldwell. The market does kind of change, and we've seen a lot of changes in the last year or so. In the beginning of this year, we saw a trend of the prices still kind of climbing and climbing into January and February. Kind of started leveling off in April and May because the interest rates started rising. And then we started seeing a downward trend after that, kind of going into the summer all the way into the winter like we are right now. So let's get into the actual numbers. Right now in Caldwell, we have 556 active listings in Caldwell right now. And so that's on the kind of the higher side, in my opinion. I feel like that's a lot of listings compared to the other big cities in the Treasure Valley area. We have 145 of those listings that are being reduced in price, or have been reduced in price, I should say. So that just kind of shows you how many houses are for sale and how many of those houses were reduced in price. And as I've explained in some of the other market updates, if you've watched any of those, the reason why they're updating the price is not because they're having to give the homes away. There's not like they're giving massive discounts. All it means is they shot their best shot. They kind of priced the price higher than it should have been. Probably went against their real estate agent's best judgment and said, I want to try and get the most money I can. And they realized reality setting in as no one's coming to look at their house, that kind of thing. So right now, the median price for houses that are listed right now in Caldwell is $470,000. And the median size for the houses that are listed right now is 1738 square feet. That's the median size for the houses in Caldwell right now on the market. And it's about $270 per square foot is the price you're going to pay for a house in Caldwell right now on the market. And finally, the number that I think is probably the most important is going to be, this is the median days on market for the city of Caldwell, which is 83 days on the market. Now, that just kind of shows us, if you compare that to other places, how fast homes are selling. Now, there probably were houses that sold within a month, and there probably are houses that have been sitting for 6 months. So it really kind of is just a median to kind of tell you what the trend is for that area. If you compare that to some of the other areas, it's a little bit higher than some of the areas. It's higher than Star, it's higher than Eagle, it's higher than Meridian, it's higher than Boise, that kind of thing. So it is a little bit slower than some of the other places around it in the Treasure Valley area, but that just kind of shows you it's still less than 3 months, which means it's still technically considered a seller's market. So just to give you a little bit of information on how we determine a buyer's market and a seller's market, just in case you didn't know, anywhere between 3 and 3.5 months of market supply that we have, how long things are sitting on the market for, anything less than that, we're going to consider it a seller's market. There's just not enough inventory sitting around for it to be considered a buyer's market yet. What we're approaching right now in these places that have like 3 months of inventory is we're approaching what they call a balanced market, which people don't hear a lot about. What that means is it's kind of both. It's kind of the best of both worlds. The seller gets something, the buyer gets something. There's some concessions being made. There's enough houses on the market to where people have some choices. They can look around. So it's actually a really good time to buy. If you're looking at buying right now, I don't see the market getting worse. I see it getting better. All the predictions and the trends from people who follow the real estate market and do this for a living are all saying the forecast for 2023 is upward motion. They're all saying it's going to be heading upward. The market's going to get better in 2023 in the first and second quarters. So just keep in mind, if you are looking at moving and you're trying to wait for that right time to buy, you may wait too long and you may miss the market. So right now might be a great time to start talking to a realtor like myself and get yourself invested in the market in the Treasure Valley. All right, and I promised you a fun fact from Caldwell. So Caldwell was actually formed to a city in 1891, and it was actually formed by its founder. His name was Alexander Caldwell. And Alexander Caldwell used to be a senator of Kansas. And so he's the one that actually founded the city, named it after himself. So that just gives you kind of a little bit of information. It was founded 1 year after the state of Idaho was actually officially became a state in 1890. And so a lot of the places around the Treasure Valley were officially founded in 1891. So you can see that's kind of where it all started. It actually became a city and state all around the 1890s. So that just gives you a little bit of information, a little fun fact for you. So if you have any questions for us, if you have any comments or concerns, please leave them in the comments section of the video, or you can contact us through idahopulse.com. Anyways, if you need anything from us, let us know. Otherwise, we will see you on the next video. Thanks.